Welcome back. The Otago University tutor accused of murdering his ex-girlfriend is giving evidence in his own defence.
Clayton Weatehrston admits stabbing Sophie Elliott more than 200 times, but his legal team says he lost control and isn't guilty of murder. Lisa Davies is outside the High Court in Christchurch. And Lisa, calling the accused to give evidence, that's quite an unusual move, isn't it?
Simon, it is so unusual for a murder accused to take the stand in their own defence, but that is exactly what Clayton Weatehrston did today, and the gallery was packed with people listening intently to every word he uttered. Before he took the stand, his lawyers said to the jury they weren't asking them to like their client, they were asking them to listen to what he had to say.
Mum, I'll call Dr. Weatherston.
The man who admits he's a killer, taking the stand to try to convince the jury it wasn't murder. His lawyer began asking him detailed questions about his childhood.
I think I was probably a bit more flashy, a bit more image conscious than my brother.
His fear of wearing glasses.
I was just terrified. I was terrified of being teased. I mean, now glasses are fashionable, but not back then. It was a source of differentiation and possibly derision from other people.
And of how he hated exams.
The anxiety made me sick, so to speak.
But yet to come, his lawyers say Weatherston will give his version of what happened the day Sophie Elliott died, of what happened when he asked his former girlfriend if he should be tested for an STD.
The deceased, no doubt, at her wit's end also with the course of the relationship, screamed out to him, "You, Clayton," lunged at him with a pair of scissors, and in the process knocked off his glasses, leaving him exposed and vulnerable.
He says they'll show he's not a premeditated, cold-blooded murderer.
The defence case is that that is ludicrous. That what occurred was that as a result of provocation, he was deprived of his self-control, and that the tragic and horrific killing of Sophie Elliott occurred.
That he lost it that way because of who he is, an obsessive and insecure personality who admitted asking previous girlfriends how he compared.
I said, "Oh, how big was his sexual organ?"
You asked her about the size of this man's penis, is that right?
I think I was after an ego boost for me. And insecurity.
Did you get the boost you were after?
No, not at all. The way in which it was said, but I mean, I asked for it. Well, I told you what the response was, right?
A complex man the defence says is guilty of manslaughter, not murder.
All right then, Lee. So what details the jury heard about the defence that he was provoked?
Well, the defence went into huge detail describing this defensive provocation, saying it's the legal recognition that humans aren't perfect, that they can lose control. They also liken this crime to the French crime of passion, which they say this case is in many ways.
Thank you, Lisa. Lisa Davies reporting live from the High Court in Christchurch.